Are we good? Are we going?
I think we're on.
Are you sure? Oh, yeah.
Stop recording.
Awesome.
I think we're on.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, guys. It's Ashley and Joe. We're just trying to get everything set up here. Hope you guys are having a good night. So we are going to be talking about you have your oils, now what? So oftentimes you get using oils and you really start loving them and you start using them, and then you start listening to other people talk about maybe their issues or things that they are going through, and you're thinking in your head, I have an oil for that. And so maybe you want to know different ways to share with them or how to bring oils up. And maybe you want to, just learn how to do that, or even get compensated and get some of your oils paid for, or get your oils paid for. And so we just want to kind of go over a few things on why doTERRA is a great company and why doTERRA is a good option, if those are some thoughts that you're having. Do you have anything you want to add?
Sure. I can add a lot. I love the business side of things, but no matter where you are using your oils, I'm sure, like Ashley said, you've come across people that you want to help just because, we help our friends, we help our family. It's naturally what we do. And so we're just here to just give you a little bit of information and for you to take it however you want. I mean, doTERRA is a great company. I'm sure you guys have been loving the oils, and most people get started using the oils and not the income earning side of things. I mean, we just started using the oils for us and our family
with no intention of selling them.
Yeah, I mean that wasn't even on our radar. We, Ashley just graduated nursing school. She had a great job as a nurse. I was going to teaching school, and that's what we were going to do. That's what we wanted to do. And, our path took different directions, and we're so grateful for that. But, the majority of people just start out and use the oils just for themselves and their families. And then as I said earlier, gradually we just want to help our loved ones and our friends. And, when people naturally ask, hey, what do you smell so good, right? And you can just share with them, it's these essential oils. So we're just going to present some information to you today. And as always, if you've got questions, shoot us an email, message, text us, call us. We're happy to answer them any way we can.
So we're going to go through kind of our top 10 reasons on why doTERRA is a great company to work with, and just kind of some top 10 reasons. So the first one is retention rate. This is huge. Let's see here. Okay, so our doTERRA's retention rate is 65%. That is an amazing retention rate. The industry average retention rate is only 8%. So, and what that means is 65% of doTERRA's customers order regularly, and 74% of doTERRA's customers order at least once a year. So that's a huge retention rate. The oils really do sell themselves. Once people experience the oils and they use them and they have them in their home, they want to continue that. And so the oils are consumable. We use them, we need more. And so it makes a really great for business that we have a great retention rate, because the oils work. They do what they're promised to do, and so people love them and they come back and they want to buy more. They want to, they're working for their family.
So just real quick, this retention rate, when I heard this number the first few times, like 65%, awesome, that's higher than 8, but it didn't really sink in until I really was talking to other people in this industry, in this profession, and their honest retention rate is 8%. I was talking to somebody who was with another company, and their retention rate was 3%, and they thought that was great. You guys, 65% is really unheard of in this industry because, I mean, you can see it right there. 8% is not very much. And that's the average. doTERRA is shattering that retention rate average with our 65%. So that is huge when it comes to this business.
Okay, so number 2 is our products are sold independent of business, independent of the business opportunity. So most MLM or most network marketing companies, they come up with a business plan, they lead with the business opportunity, and then they find a product to sell. And doTERRA does it opposite. We are product sales based. And okay, well, let me finish this. So most companies lead with the business opportunity. The product sales depend on the opportunity, and you have to sell an opportunity. So if you've been involved or heard other network marketing companies there, it's always leading with the business. It's always talking about the opportunity. It's always sharing the plan, sharing the business plan, sharing the opportunity, and the products are always just kind of a side note. And with doTERRA, we lead with powerful products. The products come first. They always have. The products sell themselves. Once people use them, experience them, try them, then it's a no-brainer and it's easy. People want the oils into their homes, and the products sell regardless of the opportunity. Most people don't even know that the opportunity is available, and most people aren't even thinking of wanting to sell them when they're first using the oils. When we first teach people about doTERRA, we're teaching them about the oils and how wonderful they are and how they've blessed our family and all the great things that how they support our health and wellness and all of that. We're not talking about the opportunity. It's there and it's great, but it's kind of a side thought and an afterthought. 67% of doTERRA are customers. So I've also heard a study that only 12% of doTERRA, this was a few years ago, only 12% of the wellness advocates or customers have enrolled somebody, have signed someone else up, have sold someone else a kit, a starter kit. So it's a very low percentage that actually are doing the business, but because most people are customers and they love the oils and they're just happy to get the oils into their home and use with their family. So it's a really rare gem that doTERRA has, that our company is so product based, because that just makes it easy and fun. Everybody loves, the smell of wild orange and the smell of oils without having to feel pressure to do any more, like you may with a different network marketing company. Okay, so do you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, and right there, if I never sold a bottle of oil again, if I never sold stuff, I would still be buying the product, because it is so powerful when you're using it on yourself and your family. And I want you to take a look at if you've ever been presented another opportunity like this. I know people are often trying to contact us and trying to get us to go into other companies, and they lead with the compensation plan. I was just on a trip recently. Somebody tried to talk to me about their company, and they said, this is the product, here's our compensation plan. They gave me one line what their product is, but they gave me 45 minutes about their compensation plan. And doTERRA doesn't do that. So I want you to take a look and think back in your memories, if you've ever been presented with another opportunity, and see how they did it. And I'm pretty confident to say that it was a very, very, very short product and a very, very long opportunity, because that's the way the majority of people do this, where doTERRA is completely opposite. You may not even know that there's a business opportunity with this until you're watching this video, because we're all about the product. That's what we lead with. That's what we talk about. That's the majority of doTERRA, is the product, because they're so, so amazing. As you know, you've been using them and you love them. So
basically, if you're passionate about the oils and not a salesperson, then this is a great opportunity for you, because this is what we focus on the products. Okay, so I love this. The products are for everyone, whether you're in utero, you're 10 seconds old, or 100 years old. It is for everyone. It's not specifically marketed to any one group of people. Everyone can use them. I use them through my pregnancy. I use them on my babies when they were newborns, and our grandparents and my kids' great-grandparents use the oils. So they are good for every stage of life. Everyone can see the wellness benefits and get the everyone can get the wellness benefits from essential oils. These products really are helpful for everyone.
And it doesn't matter, men, women, kids, they really do benefit every single person. Oils are for everybody.
Yes. Okay, and they are becoming a part of our healthcare industry. So in the US, 1 out of every $6 is spent on healthcare. So we're part of a $1 trillion wellness industry, one of the top 5 growing industries, which I love this, especially being a former nurse. There's a lot of money spent on healthcare and into the medical field. But I love that this focuses on healthcare and the wellness industry. I love that the wellness industry and these other things that are good for our bodies are coming up and being so popular. These are my family's healthcare. Like, oils are always our plan A. If we have an earache or an upset tummy ache or a sinus infection that we've been dealing with or something like that, then we focus on the oils. We focus on supporting our immune system, supporting our gut health. Oils are antibacterial. We focus on the oils as our primary source of healthcare. And then if we need to go to the doctor, that's always our plan B. We can always do that later. But I love that is our primary way how we take care of our family. And of course, you guys all know they're natural. They have no side effects. They're all good things. And so it's part of our daily life and part of our healthcare, whether that's preventative or in the midst of something. And it's not an extra expense to us. It's not something that is maybe a luxury or just something extra for fun to buy. This is a necessity to us. If we had an income change or something like that, we would fit oils into our life no matter what, because it's that important. It's not something that we could do without or go without. It's like next up there to food. So it's really important to our lives, to our family. And I love that doTERRA plans to break into the healthcare world even more. They're opening up clinics and Prime Meridian all over, Prime Meridian clinics, so that more people, they can become more mainstream and really get into the health and wellness world, which I love. So more people can have the benefits of them. I love that we're a part of something that's incredible that's unfolding. Do you have anything else you want to add?
These oils, as Ashley said, they're our family's plan. I use them constantly, all the time. Our kids know what oils to use if they need them, and doTERRA just makes them easy for everybody to use. With the roller tops, they make, and with the coconut oil in there, so they're safe. They're easy for kids to use, and it's so nice as a parent being able to have these tools to help your kids and your family when they need it. So when you make things a priority, such as the oils are in our lives, you'll make sure you have them because it's a priority. So it's an important part of the healthcare industry is essential oils. They're making a big difference.
doTERRA is growing so much. It still is. So doTERRA became a $1 billion company in 7 years. We just had our 11-year anniversary in April, and that's the company's 11th anniversary was in April. Our 11th anniversary with the company is this month in May. So we started using oils 1 month after doTERRA opened their doors. So we have officially been using oils now for 11 years. But doTERRA became a $7 billion company in 7 years. That's amazing. That's faster than Apple. That's faster than Facebook. It's a huge, huge company, the largest essential oil company in the world. We were founded in 2008. Here we go, billion-dollar company in 7 years, faster than Apple or Facebook. And it still is growing. You can see some other companies on there, and we are just plowing through. We are growing. We really are taking over. And there's always new opportunities. So 8 in every 100 people in the US has heard of doTERRA. So that's not very much, actually. Only 8 in 100 people. That's 2 in every 100 people in the US have purchased doTERRA products. So there's a lot of potential, a lot of people still out there that need oils into their home. There's so much untapped potential. I'm always surprised when I'm talking to someone and they haven't heard of doTERRA or they haven't used oils, because in my mind, I just think they're everywhere and everybody has them and everybody's got to be using these. But there really is an untapped potential. We really are just getting started. Even at 11 years of how old the company is, it really is just getting started.
In fact, last month we had a doTERRA leadership, and they said doTERRA is predicting these next 11 years are going to be huge amounts of growth, the biggest the company has seen since ever, because they're really just, their momentum is just getting going. And, we hear people say all the time, well, if I got started in the beginning, or if I would have started earlier, it's too late. It's really not. Now is actually the perfect time because it's easier. You have all of the tools. You have doTERRA trainings. You have the handouts. You have, so
leaders
much
and
stuff.
Support groups that have
they're available to you now. When we started, we had nothing. We had to make our own handouts. We had to make our own books. And so it was a lot harder then. So now it's so much easier to be able to find the success. And you can learn from our mistakes, because we made a lot along the way, and we teach people how not to do what we did. So really the momentum is just getting going with doTERRA.
I love that doTERRA is a debt-free company. This is awesome. It's a debt-free company with no outside funding or interest. So when doTERRA started, they actually had outside funding available and ready, and they met with them and was trying to figure out numbers, and the doTERRA leaders came back and said, no, this isn't what we want to do. We don't want any outside influence. We don't want anyone else telling us how to run things, or when we need to cut corners or anything like that. They really wanted to really just do it themselves, so they could have complete control and keep the integrity of the company and keep the integrity of the oils. So there were no corners to be cut. And so that's fantastic there. Because of that, they have no outside funding. They were able to fund it all themselves, and then also become debt free, which is amazing. And they're committed to staying this way, which is even better. So I love that it's an established company. They're very financially stable. They're not going anywhere. Here is the executive team. So it is 7 owners. I love that it's run by a team versus just 1 or 2 people. They all work together. They all can bounce ideas off of each other. They all keep each other in check. They all keep in alignment with the doTERRA's goal and mission and integrity, and that's to keep the most pure oils, provide the most pure oils to us. And so I love that. I love that it's a team. And I love too that it's, 6 of them are men. A lot of times we think that this is a woman's business, or that it's kind of a girly thing. Essential oils are, for women, and it's smelly stuff, but it's just as much for men as it is for women as well. So we're led by an executive team of business and marketing and health professionals with 150 years of combined industry and experience. And I love going to doTERRA events to meet and hear from them. I have spoken with all of them. I've shaken their hands. I have spoken to them on many occasions face to face. They really are amazing people, very compassionate, very passionate about their mission. They love oils. They're very when you talk to them and get to know them, you really get to know their heart and their and you get to tap into kind of the heart of the company too, and what they're about, and just all the good that they're doing.
One of the things I like too at all the doTERRA events that we've been to, they're not hiding backstage. They're out among everybody, so you have the opportunity to go and speak to them, to talk to them, because they want you to say hi to them. I, like Ashley said, we have shaken their hands. We have met every single one of them. Some of them we've just sat down and it's just been us talking to the owner, and getting to know them has really helped us know the heart behind doTERRA. And if you're not sure, come to a convention and listen to these people speak, and then during the breaks, or come in early or stay a little bit later, you'll see them and go talk to them. And just talking to them will convince you that they really are leading with their hearts, and leading this company in such a great positive way and impacting so many people.
Okay. I also love that there is a huge support for wellness advocates. So doTERRA provides product sourcing. There's a huge amount of work that goes into product sourcing. All of the oils are very strategically sourced from all different parts of the world, down to the soil, the weather, the environment, the farmers. Everything is so meticulously, even the specific types of plants. I mean, when you go to the grocery store and there's 16 different kinds of apples, well, there's tons of different eucalyptus and tons of different strands of lavender. And so doTERRA really fine tunes and chooses the absolute best one that's the most potent, most safe for all ages, and just the one with all the best chemicals and compounds in them. And so there's a whole huge amount of work that goes into sourcing that you can't get just on a farm here. It's just that sourcing is huge. So I love that doTERRA puts in the work and the time and the effort and spends the money to really pay attention to quality sourcing, packaging, fulfillment, all of that, customer and distributive services. So we don't have to do any of that. We are not a retail shop. People aren't always, I don't feel like I have to have a stock on hand for people. It's just doTERRA kind of takes all of that. I can place orders and the products get shipped to customers, or they can, even better, they can go online, do it all of them themselves, get it shipped and to them. And so it's a great way. It's easy. It's not time consuming for us as far as getting orders in. It's quick and easy and efficient because doTERRA does all of it.
Yeah, guys, I love how easy this is. Really, the first initial order, you put it in, it's super simple, but then doTERRA ships it out. You don't have to collect payment. You don't have to try to track people down to give them their orders. You don't have to, that whole scheduling conflict when you're trying to meet people. You don't have to deal with that. You don't have to deal with having 1,000 bottles of whatever sitting around collecting dust waiting till somebody buys them. You don't have to do any of that. It's so easy to just go online and place the order, teach people to go online, place the order, and it gets sent right to them. And you can get your order really quickly, within days, because doTERRA has warehouses, on the East Coast and the West Coast. So that way it's really quick to get your order. You guys, it's so simple. It makes it so easy.
We also have really great product education and leadership development. So these are things that the company has really been focusing on these last few years, is really getting quality product education out. if you start Googling essential oils, you're going to come up with a whole bunch of stuff that is not pertaining to doTERRA. doTERRA really does a great job because they have quality products, and so they're big on educating and helping us to educate people on each of the oils and how pure they are and how well they, have all the different things they can do. So we definitely have great product education and also leadership development. That's a few things where doTERRA is focused on even more so these last few years, is really creating systems for us to help teach people how to share oils. And there's a whole part of our back office now has a lot of these tools that we'll talk about later, but there's a great amount of product education and leadership development that's now available that makes it even that much easier.
You guys, product education is key because we're a product-based company, and so there's a lot of product information out there. And really, honestly, if you want to get the best product information, doTERRA is often doing events all over the country. And you can get on your back office and you can see what is closest to you and go to those events. Ashley went to one, the latest one that was here, and she loved it. A lot of really great product education. The
Healthy Habits Tour is the one that's going on right now. So you can look it up online, the doTERRA Healthy Habits, and they're doing events, corporates coming and doing events all over. So there was one in Atlanta a few weeks ago that was excellent product. It was product training portion and a business training portion.
And so you could pick which one you wanted to go to.
Yeah.
Convention is the best product education you'll find. There's scientific research papers and things they're doing. They go into a little in-depth about how the oils work. There's usually a doctor's panel, a veterinarian's panel, how to use essential oils on pets and how doctors are using them. They go in-depth about the new products and how to use them properly. And plus all of the other things that they're talking about, the science and the, all kinds of stuff. So product education is there, and then leadership Ashley touched on. It's absolutely fantastic. And you can find all that information on your back office, or you can message us and we can let you know what's happening near you.
Another great thing is there's low startup costs, including our products for personal use. So what I love is when you want to get started with doTERRA, usually most people start up with a startup kit, and that's basically you're purchasing products that you are going to use. Whether you purchased a standard starter kit with like the top 10 oils, or you customized a kit, you're getting products that you ideally are using in your home with your family every day, and you can get those for as little as $150, which is excellent. And so doTERRA is always looking out for us, and they always are looking for ways to pay us more and to save us. We get reimbursed for shipping through points and things like that. So they're always looking for ways to help us out. And I love that anyone can get started using them and get a wholesale account for very affordable. And then if you ever decide you want to start sharing oils, you don't have to purchase any other product. You can start with what you have, start with what you're using. And then number 10 reason is our is the philanthropic. I said that wrong because I have we were watching something and anyway. Now I just have the wrong way to say it in my head. Philanthropic. All I can see is philanthropic, which is not right. Philanthropic, right? Philanthropic efforts. Anyway.
If it's wrong, tell us how to say it in the comments and let us know.
Philanthropic efforts. Anyway, they have a really great Healing Hands Foundation that is kind of the charity or the foundation that doTERRA supports, to that they just give back. Really, it's just a way that they give back. They've partnered with several companies, like the OUR Foundation. They've partnered with Days for Girls. There's several that they've partnered with, and it's just basically a way to give back, and it's a great way. On your order, when you place an order, you can check the box, add $1 to Healing Hands. We do that on every order. It's a great way to give back just a little bit. So Healing Hands is a great foundation. There's also co-impact sourcing, which I love. It goes back into the sourcing and all the efforts that are put into the sourcing of doTERRA. doTERRA really works hard to work directly with the owners and farmers. Most essential oils, or when you're working with trying to source essential oils, there's always the middlemen, I forget what they're called now, but the middlemen people, and they're usually the brokers. Thank you. They're usually taking a majority of the money and just giving the farmers very little bit, and usually paying unfair wages. And doTERRA comes in and works directly with the farmers, directly with them, and pays them fair wages, and really gets their family and communities up and going, and teaches them how to source properly if they need that, makes sure they have clean water. There's all these things that doTERRA does directly to work with our
and it's more than just helping the farmers. They help the communities.
Yeah.
Because they want to just better the lives of everybody there, not just the farmers. So they help put in wells so people don't have to walk hours to get water. They redo schools or help build schools so kids can get an education, and not have to work the fields to help bring in extra money. So, it goes beyond just helping the farmers. Really, it's helping the whole community.
Yes, and doTERRA, I believe it's 96% of our oils are exclusively sourced only for doTERRA. So if you hear other companies or other brands or other products out there saying, oh, these are just as good as doTERRA, or just as good, or we have the same, sourcing, it's not true. doTERRA had, with 96% of our sourcing, they have individual contracts, or, exclusive contracts with our sourcing partners. doTERRA is committed to changing lives all over the world, and is accomplishing through their model of co-impact sourcing, which I love. And it's great to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. I love that these are small and simple ways that we can give back, because we are blessed so much that these are ways that we can give back to other communities and help build them up, and especially through the Healing Hands.
That drop of oil that you're using, it's really helping a lot of people besides you and your family. I mean, it's helping communities. So you're really a part of something so big and impactful. When you purchase that little bottle of oil and use it, it's life-changing for people in other countries that we get our oils from.
Yeah, definitely. And it's a lot of these oils these farms have been in family generations. They've been family farms, passed down and passed down and passed down. And so now doTERRA comes in and is actually giving them fair wages and teaching them how to make it sustainable. And anyway, it's a great program.
They go really in depth about this at all the doTERRA events.
Okay, so specifically for our team, I love this. This is such a fun picture of our team, but we have our team, we call it Oils for Every Family, because we truly believe that these oils are they should be in every family, everyone's home. And so we love our team. We love being at convention and being able to see some of our team members and really just get together and talk oils and learn about oils and all of that. So we love our team, and we're on a mission to give people a positive experience with network marketing. Sometimes network marketing definitely has people have a bad taste in their mouth about it, and we really want people to know that it's a good thing, it's a positive thing, it's fun to work with a network of people, and to really have it be a team building and place of support. We definitely lead with our hearts and service. I truly love sharing oils from the heart. It is my pleasure to be able to share oils and to get them into your home so that I know that you can take care of your family, and when your children are sick or when you're not feeling well, that you have tools in your home at your hands that you can use. And I love being able to teach that to people. I love to be able to teach other moms and other women especially, but even, I mean, everybody. I just love teaching families that they can have these oils in their home and they can be quick and easy to use. And so I promise that I am never just trying to sell you an oil. I really truly want to, they're gifts. I want you to have them in your home to use with your family. And we are committed to authenticity and integrity for sure. doTERRA leads that. They set that precedence and that example from the beginning, coming down from the founders and the owners. They are so full of integrity and authenticity that you just can't help radiate that and bring that into our team as well. And so I love that that's not only our team culture, but doTERRA's culture as a whole is serving from the hearts with authenticity and integrity. And so customer first, yes, team second, me and my ego third. So I love that. And so we know that we're not perfect also, so we're not afraid to ask for forgiveness, and we make mistakes.
And we make them.
Yep,
we
everybody does.
We give advice, or what works for us, and may mess up, but you know what? We say sorry, and we figure it out, and we move on. And nobody's perfect in this business, but we try to help everybody the best we can, but sometimes we mess up. So you guys, it's this company and what we do, there's nothing else that we would rather be doing than sharing oils with people and helping them and their families. I mean, I know Ashley loves teaching people about the oils, but so do I. I love sharing them. All around the world, I love sharing oils with people, helping families, just being able to take care of issues, whatever comes up. When we get the texts, in the middle of the night, hey, this worked for my son's this, or this helped with my daughter's this, we wake up to those. It's
a good day.
Yeah, it's what we do. And so, and anything we can do to help is what we try and do.
Okay, so there is, of course, a compensation plan and how doTERRA how we get paid, and this is probably a whole
we
webinar.
For a pretty deep in this.
Yeah, this is a whole class on its own, but there's a couple different ways to get paid. You have your retail, your fast start, your power team, and then your unilevel. So we will go into that later. If you have more specific questions on this, then please let us know. Comment, send us a message. We'd love to sit down and actually go through this with you. But just know that we have one of the best compensation plans. Joe was saying at the beginning, sometimes we get asked to join other companies or to hear things all the time. We get people reaching out to us because they see our success and they want us to be a part of what they're doing. And so, but we'll always Google the compensation plan and look at it just for fun.
It's always fun to do.
And doTERRA always, hands down, 100% of the time comes up on top. Even at our leadership trainings that we've gone to, doTERRA a few times has, because it's not something that we lead with, we don't lead with the opportunity, we don't lead with the compensation plan, but doTERRA has given us a few examples from other companies and done their calculations, and again, doTERRA is always at the top. So know that it's good, and if you have any questions, we'd love to go further into that. For right now, we're just going to go over a few important things to remember. 20% of the PV of the sales that you get 20% from the sales that you make. So a family essentials kit that's 110 PV is $22. That's the check that you'll get in the mail the next week for that. Home essentials kit, which is 225 PV, you'll get a check for $45. So that's that's kind of the basis of that. You get 20% of those starter kits. And then over time, residual income and bonuses grow with repeat orders and team growth. And so that's kind of
just
more,
kind of builds upon each other.
It kind of builds upon it. So, which is great. So if you wanted to host a class and share oils, if you had, 5 or 6 people that were there and maybe 2 or 3 bought, maybe you had a home essentials kit sell and 2 family physician kit sales, that's about, 40, 60, 80, that's almost $100, which is what, which is probably about what you spend each month, your own loyalty rewards order. So that's just kind of how it, the breakdown of it. Okay, and then the breakdown of ranks. So there are different ranks in doTERRA. So I just wanted to quickly show you guys this, just to show you that there is potential in earning income. We had been using oils for about 2 years, and when I finally saw this average earnings and I heard what other people were making, that just blew my mind. And I thought, wow, I'm not really sharing these. I've just shared with a few close friends and a few people, and I've gotten checks in the mail, but I had no idea it could actually supplement or replace income. And so, but when I was finally told, that these are some of the very specific amounts, that's when I was like, okay, we're doing this. Like if they can do it, I can do it. Like we love these oils enough and I want to share them with people. If I can do it effectively and efficiently, then we can have an income as well. And so that's what we've done. And so know that there's a great opportunity, even though we don't lead with that, there is a great opportunity to replace, supplement or replace your income. And whether that's your goal or not, maybe you just want to make a few extra $100 to get your oils paid for. That's great. Wherever you're at, we are here to support you. Wherever you're at on your journey.
When I first saw this, I was like, yeah, right. There's no way somebody's making that much money selling oils. That can't be right. But as we grew in the business, I got to meet people at every single one of those ranks. I've sat down with many of them over lunch or dinner. I've talked to them personally, one-on-one, and that is very correct. And I was shocked because, it's such a high number for selling oils when I first started, but those numbers are very, very accurate.
Okay, so supplies needed. So really, all you need is your oils. So you have your starter kit or your oils that you started with, and maybe you're ordering every month and you're kind of refilling what you're using. That's all you need to share. So I carry my oils with me. I always have oils with me, and my friend complains of a headache. I have past tense ready for her to just try on and just, hey, this is what I use when I have a headache. Do you want to try some? Somebody has a stomach ache. Well, this is what I use. Do you want to try some? We're at the gym a lot, and we like to do jujitsu, and that's pretty intense, and there's people that get hurt, and I'm always quick to pull out my deep blue and put some oils on people. So we're just always sharing oils, and we don't have any special set that we have or any special stock. We're just using our own personal products and what we have, and we're sharing a drop here and there. Sometimes we might buy some sample bottles or use our old empty bottles to put a few drops in if we want to have someone, so they can take home a few drops if they want. But for the most part, we're using our oils that we have that we're either got in our starter kit or that we're using monthly. That's oils that we're sharing. So you don't have to buy anything special or buy anything separate or different. Just share what you have and it'll come back to you.
Yeah. And you have these, and carry the ones, like if you're going to the gym, when I go, I keep ones that I'm going to be using in my gym bag. Makes it easy. When I'm taking the kids out and we're taking them to their activities or whatever we're doing, I have a case that I know has all the one the kids always use and they could possibly need. So I take that with me, and just keep it real and simple. To break down the ones that you're going to need at certain places. Like if you're going to work, depending what you do,
sometimes it's stressful and you need something for a headache.
Yeah. So, taking those ones, you don't have to take every single one of those oils. Take the ones you know that you'll use, because chances are if you're dealing with stuff at work, your coworker's doing the same thing. If you get headaches, chances are they're getting headaches, And so, it just keeps it simple and easy. And that's what the oils are. They're simple and easy to use. And
I love that this has a diffuser. So when people come into your home, make sure your diffuser's on. Usually people will recognize, or they'll notice a smell. Oh, it smells good. And you can say, oh, great. I thank you. I just put wild orange and peppermint in my diffuser. So it's, use it in front of people, use them in public, offer them to use them, let them see you put it on your kids. I had a really great friend, and she had heard of oils and people of using them, but she said, it wasn't until that time, I remember we were at the park and your daughter had something going on and you just pulled out an oil and put it right on her like it was no big deal, and then she went off playing. And she's like, that image just imprinted in my mind that you really just use them daily and throughout the day, and it's not a big deal. You just kind of use them wherever you need to. And it was then that she decided, okay, I think I want to, that like worked really quick for her daughter. I kind of want to get started on these. And so it's just those simple little acts that people recognize, and sometimes it takes a few times maybe of them seeing that, or you giving them oils, but usually they always come back and want more and want to learn more and kind of want to know what that was, or I don't know what that was, but it worked, kind of thing.
Lead by example.
Yeah. Okay, so are you qualified to earn? So if you, this is just some other companies that often have huge initial investments, anywhere from $500 to $5,000. Most companies give you a stock where they give you what you think you need. And
what they think you need.
That they think you need. And doTERRA does not do that. You really are just going back to those supplies. You're just using what you have, and you don't have to buy anything extra to start.
You're buying what your family's using already.
Yep.
So that you don't have, like we said earlier, you don't have to have a big supply. There's not a huge upfront investment.
Yeah.
And you're ready to go.
Yep. So with doTERRA, you get exactly what you choose. You can just grab a few things that will sell at retail if you wanted, but usually it's just stuff that you're going to use anyway. You can start profiting your first month if you wanted. This shows an LRP. So we know with doTERRA, as a wholesale customer or wellness advocate, there's no minimums or requirements to purchase a minimum each month. But if you are earning a check and actively sharing, then you do want to have 100 PV, which is close to $100, depending on products.
And depending where you live. So
yeah,
PV's right here.
In your cart and on your loyalty rewards order each month. So these are vitamins, is something that we like to purchase and use each month. You can throw in lemon, whatever you are using each month, you add to your monthly order, and then you have extra to share as well. And as long as you're ordering each month and sharing some of that, then you're ready to profit.
So here's another example. You can do, you can do intro kits. It's lemon, lavender, peppermint. If you wanted to have some on hand, like you don't have to. You've got your On Guard, some products there, because On Guard's good at keeping boosting that immune system and help keeping that strong. So you want those, but there's just lots of different options that you can mix and match, and these are just showing you different ones that you can do. And then if you really wanted to have a bunch of oils, you could do an intro pack of the lemon, lavender, peppermint, and you could do a 6-pack, and there's your 100 PV right there.
The intro kits make great little gifts. So if you guys have seen those, it's just a little box of a lemon, lavender, and peppermint. They're 5 mils. They're about $20, I think. I think they retail for $25, $26, and they make great gifts. I'll order those for baby shower gifts or
teacher gifts,
things like that. It's a great little way to get, there's so many things you can do with lemon, lavender, and peppermint. So that's just a little way if you wanted to start selling part of your order. These are some ideas, but really just purchase what you'll use and share with others and help them to then learn how to order. So these are some action steps. Think about what you really want. Start setting some goals. Kind of see if this is something that you might be interested in, what you want to see happen with it. Please reach out and ask us any questions. If you're on this call, then we're probably your leader somewhere up the line. So please reach out to us if you have somebody that you know that introduced you to doTERRA that is actively using and sharing the oils. Reach out to them as well. We are doing a launch training. So starting next week, I think it's Tuesday, we are going to be doing mentor calls, coaching calls, launch training. Each week we'll do a portion. We'll do a portion of a training, some steps, individual steps. We'll focus on one step each week. So please stay tuned for that information. We also have a Oils for Every Family Builders Facebook group. So we have our Team Talk group that we mostly focus on product information and promotions, things like that. We have our Builders group that is there to support our builders and other people that are sharing and growing their doTERRA business. If you guys have any questions, please reach out to us. We would love to be able to help you. I think that's it.
Yeah. So, guys, thanks so much for watching. We're glad you jumped on. We covered everything, but we're here. If you've got questions, message us, email us, call us. Whatever works best for you. If your spouse has got questions, I'm happy to talk to them about oils as well. So, you guys, thanks so much for watching.